How many of you would say that you yourself, individually, personally, as a customer, are a tougher, more demanding, more knowledgeable, certainly more vocal customer than you were 12, 24, 36 months ago? Yeah, you've seen those same hands go up again. I get that response too. Yeah, Tom, you know, customers, they're tougher today. You know, they ask more questions. They have access to more information. Oh. Me, huh? Yeah, I guess maybe now that you mentioned it, I'm a tougher customer than I was 24 months ago. I see the same thing go on in my own family. 3 years ago, my daughter and I would go out for one of these father-daughter lunch, dinner, discussion chats where I'm going to explain the meaning of life to her. You've had those, huh? And she ends up explaining the meaning of life to me. Now, 3 years ago, we would go out for dinner, you know, and I'd order a strip steak, medium rare. And it would maybe come well done. Knowing how kids are with their parents, particularly when they're teenagers, trying to make absolutely no waves whatsoever, I'd go through this whole set of gyrations. Excuse me, could I, my steak, finally I'd get somebody's attention. Yes. You see, they ordered this steak medium rare. And the fact that it's burned to a crisp on the outside would lead me to conclude that it's medium or even maybe well done. And I'm wondering if it's okay with you. I mean, I know the chef is very busy, but I'm thinking maybe we could just sort of swap it out. I'm going through all these gyrations to not to upset her, and all the while she's saying to me, Pa, chill out. You're always embarrassing me this way. Now, we go out to dinner, and the least little thing goes wrong, she's more berserk than I am. Hey, look at my father's meal. This is a disgrace to this restaurant. You got to be ashamed to put something in. It's a tougher, more demanding customer base out there. Now, why is that occurring? One of the reasons occurring is there is a fundamental shift underway in the way competition takes place. Too many banks think the competition consists of the bank across town. Too many auto dealers think it's that darn hard auto dealer over in the next county keeps cutting prices. Too many hardware stores think it's the hardware store around the corner. And too many people in this room think the competition consists of GE, Siemens, or you got Toshiba kind of coming out of the inching out of the pack there. I'm here to tell you that's not only short-sighted, that's dangerous. Because that is not how your customer views it. Through the eyes of your customer, the competition is anybody they experience in a similar fashion. And that literally makes your competition FedEx, Land's End, LL Bean, Disney. I mean, do your customers call you? Sure. Do they call the Atlanta Response Center? Sure. Do they go, you know, home and they order something from LL Bean? Yeah. They call FedEx. They make, consciously or unconsciously, they compare every single one of those phone calls. Now, I'm not saying that somebody kind of steps back and says, you know, that Cardio MD I got from Phillips several years back is better than the fishing pole I got from LL Bean, but neither one of them as much fun as going to Space Mountain, because they don't make that comparison. But they do compare the totality of the overall experience, and they compare on a transaction-by-transaction basis, phone call to phone call, for example. Well, let's take FedEx. FedEx comes into our office 2, 3, sometimes 4 times during the course of the week. When a FedEx guy comes in, he moves about like this. Hey, how you doing, Tom? Got some stuff for you. Give you a call later. See, I don't see you today. I'll see you next week. Off he goes. And I'm watching him. Day after week after week. Finally, one day, I just couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed him by the scruff of the neck. Shoo! I said, you really move. Well, he says, I move right along. I said, you're practically running. He said, and I quote, he said, I never run. He said, we are told not to run. If I were to run, you might consider me as being late. Absolutely right. You see, they're managing that moment of truth. They're managing that customer interaction. They are managing that customer interaction to the degree where their frontline contact folks are told, and the actual phrase they use is, walk quickly with purpose. FedEx does that because they know they are in the memory management business.